Hello, my name is Serena. I am 12 years old. I come to Good Grief because my dad died. It is my job as a social helper to announce our second MC. Our second MC is a great mentor and a courageous young woman. She also is a camp counselor at Good Grief's Grief Expression Summer Camp. This year, our next MC is Catherine.
Good evening. My name is Catherine Farrell. From the outside, I may look like a typical teenage girl, but what people really don't know is that I've come a long way to become the person you see today. 3.5 years ago, when I was 11, I lost the most amazing man I've known, my dad. It happened so suddenly, I really thought it was all a bad dream. The day before he died, I had something important to tell him. I couldn't wait for him to return from his business trip. I didn't get a chance to because he went straight to bed because he wasn't feeling well. I woke up at 2 a.m. to the sound of my mom's worried voice. She had taken him to the hospital because he wasn't feeling well. He had complained about having a hard time breathing and believed it was due to coffee I'd had. He felt that a respiratory treatment would make him feel better and he would soon return home. What we later learned was that he was having a heart attack. We were in the car on the way to the hospital, and I overheard my mom say that he had been rushed to the OR for emergency triple bypass. We were waiting in the room for hours until I went to my grandma's house to sleep. When I was there, I had a dream about him. No matter how much I wanted to get to him, I couldn't. He said to me, "I'll always be there for you." When I woke up, my fears were confirmed, and my dad was slipping away. After we said our farewells, I had posted on social media that he had passed, and everyone had been so supportive. He was the best dad I could have ever asked for. He was hardworking and loved his family. He would always take me to father and daughter date nights and would do anything to see me smile. At his wake, over 300 friends showed up on a rainy Monday night to pay their last respects. They came to comfort my family by sharing their wonderful stories with him. He always knew how to light up a room with his funny and contagious laugh. He didn't have much, but he loved to help people whenever he could. His friend shared a story with us of when my dad had helped him when he needed it. He had lost his job. He had a wife, 3 kids, and my dad brought them food every day and helped pay their rent until they got back on his feet. My dad never said a word about anything. He didn't want recognition, just to do the right thing for someone in need. When I went back to school, no one had my back. I was kicked out of lunch tables and asked to stop crying because I was too embarrassing. My best friend would talk behind my back and say, "Why is she even crying? It's not that important." Even my counselor, even my teachers didn't understand. They had a conference with my mom to tell her that I should stop seeing my counselors. My mom found Good Grief through a friend. At first I didn't want to go. She said that we needed to. I never understood until now. Good Grief is a place where everyone has a voice, no matter how small. It's a place where you can be you, no matter how different or broken. It's a safe haven to deal with your emotions and rebuild yourself at your pace. You can tell your story even when there is only silence, because we all speak the same words of sadness, loss, and hope. They make it okay to remember without being judged. When I felt abandoned by the people I once called my friends, that was when I began to feel like I belonged at Good Grief. I've made friendships that will last a lifetime. You can tell your story without being judged because we all understand. Recently, I volunteered at Good Grief's Expression Camp. It was important to me to give back to others so they could cope with their loss in a fun and creative way. Good Grief has done so much for my family, and I couldn't thank them enough. Hope is being able to see that there is light behind the darkness. Thank you for being the light in my darkness, for you are the rainbow after the storm. Thank you for all being here and making it all possible to help kids like me.